Hi everyone, Chrissy here with another Elvie video. This video I wanted to go ahead and do on suction issues. I've seen so many questions and it's very frustrating when your pump is not pumping correctly and you're not getting the suction that you need. So I wanted to go through a few of the tips and solutions I've found. Just a couple different things you can run through and see if they fix any issues that you have. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So first thing you want to do is turn them on. This is just a May Mom insert if you need flange inserts. Let me take that out of there. Actually, I'll leave that there. The very first thing I want to go through is you want to check that there's nothing blocking these holes. Okay, there's two little holes right here. That's what's going to keep this membrane from moving, getting the air and the suction from these two holes that are in here. Okay, so you want to make sure that there's no milk and nothing blocking these holes inside the hub itself. Okay, and the way to test that is to go ahead and take your membrane and go ahead and turn it on. See how it's sucking? Now if that's not moving or it's not moving as much, then you know that there might be some milk or something stuck in here. So just go ahead and get maybe like a little alcohol, rubbing alcohol, or a little alcohol swab with a Q-tip, and just go ahead and clean out whatever you can in there. Another thing you can do is you can go ahead and kind of like almost stick your finger here and turn it on to kind of just give it a little bit of pressure and see if you can kind of jar anything loose that might be in the way. So if your membrane is moving here, then it might be in another place, right? So another thing you want to look at is you want to look at when your bottle is popped in and the spout, make sure that that is not tucked in. And what I mean by that is let's try to see if I can kind of force it like that. Okay, you want it, see how you can see? You want to make sure that that's not tucked in. Usually when you're putting them together, if you just kind of put this on firmly and you take this and you just snap it on, it should be fine. If you just want to take your finger there just in case, just to kind of do a little run through, then you can do that just to make sure too. So that cannot be tucked. So it's another thing that will give you suction issues. Another thing that will give you issues is if your membrane is not on correctly. Okay, you want to make sure that it's not lifted up like this or on this side. Sometimes when you take it off, it's like this because it's got so much milk and stuff on it. So you want to, what I'd like to do is when I'm putting everything together, make sure everything is completely dry. Has to be completely dry. I mean, these membranes are very, very sensitive. So they have to be totally dry. You have an extra 2, I think you get a total of 4 that come with the set. So keep your extra ones with you. Even if you're not, you know, the other flanges might not be the ones that you wear. You might only have 2 flanges. Hard plastic is a lot easier to dry than these silicone membranes. So keep the extra set with you. Keep them with you when you go into the bathroom to change. If one's giving you a problem and for some reason you're like, it's dry, you know what? Toss it to the side, pick up another one, and give it a try and see if that helps you out. So what you want to do is when you put it on, I just kind of like to give it a little press, a little extra oomph on both of the opposite ends as to where it clips on there. So just push down extra hard and then go ahead and put it on and see if you're getting suction. Now, if you want to see if you're getting suction before you put it all the way in your bra and you know, you put your coconut oil in here on your nipples and you put your thing on and then it's still not working and you're getting frustrated, just go ahead and lay that extra membrane there. And usually if you have it lined up, see, this is already not sucking right. So I have something wrong. Okay, there it goes. See how it's pulling it in. If it's barely moving, then there might be an issue. So the other thing I want you to check, like I was saying in the beginning, see how it's starting to come up. This might be an old membrane that I'm testing out here. I'm just using random parts from my bag right now to show you this. So this might not be a good one. Go ahead and flip this one on instead. Yeah, see, that one lays a lot more straight and flat than that one that I just... Oh, what did I do? Okay. Yeah, see the way it's pulling it down? See, that's... So we know that this is not a good... This is one of my older membranes that I just happen to have with me, and I'll make sure to put that in my trash or in my like emergency pile only, so I don't get myself frustrated. So check this as well. And then the other holes you want to check, like I was saying, is if you use coconut oil or use nipple butter or anything like that, you want to make sure that these two holes are not getting blocked. They're on the top of the flange. They're right in here, okay? And you can see them through this way as well. They're very two little tiny holes right here. So you want to make sure that those are dry and that nothing is blocking these two holes as well. So if you put like coconut oil in here or nipple butter or something like that, I use coconut oil. Just try not to go back as far, try not to have extra, and then like maybe a drip will get there and get in the way, or just go ahead and just put it on your nipples first and then do it that way. So make sure those holes are not blocked. And if you are using cushions, okay, I know a lot of you girls have the Boujon cushions, and I heard somebody else talk about another kind today. I have the Maymom flange inserts. These are the ones that I use. Now these came a lot longer, so what I did was I had to cut them, and I even cut a little V, it's not perfect, in the top. And I did that specifically to make sure that when I'm putting these in here, it is not covering those two holes in there at all. So you might have to modify any kind of these flange inserts that you use to work with the Elvie. Just make sure that you're not blocking those holes. And the other thing that I can think of is make sure that it's clipped in correctly. You'll kind of feel it if there's an issue. And then the same thing with the bottom. Once you get used to it, you'll get used to those clicks and you'll just kind of know that it's working. Now when you do put it on, just go ahead and put it on and give it a minute. I have had this start sucking and then stop like within 10 seconds, or the opposite. I've had it not sucking and then all of a sudden it starts. So when I put them on in the bathroom, I just kind of wait there for a minute before I get back into work and get busy, and maybe I'm not paying attention to the suction and waste a whole pump sesh for nothing. I think that is all of the suction issue things I can think of. If there's any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!